Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Hoping that everyone's well and that you have had a meaningful week. And please God, going into a week of Adar filled with Purim, filled with celebration, filled with good health, filled with positivity and only good things. Those who have not yet signed up for all the Megillas that we have available, either in Shul, drive-in, or you do not need to register for the Zoom services, which will be at 6:30 and then 7:30 in the evening. And then also from 6:30 for the service along with the Megillah, and then 8:30 as well. All will be on Zoom as well. Lots coming up. The bingo evening is on Thursday evening. That's at 8:30, and you can register to receive your bingo cards and all the other information. And we have as well the Hartzmir rabbis and rabbisans coming together on Tuesday evening for a power hour of Divrei Torah in honor of Purim. A lot going on, a lot to enjoy, and looking forward to sharing it with all of you. Just a brief idea before we go into our Kabbalat Shabbat. 2 astronauts. As it happens, 2 specifically Jewish astronauts land on Mars. Of course, have to land on Mars. Where else could they possibly land after the events that took place last night? 2 Jewish astronauts land on Mars, looking for life, searching to see, is there life anywhere? And they go down, they can't see anyone. It's pitch black. There's no one around. Must be there is no life on Mars. They wander further. They still can't find anyone. It's pitch black. No one's there. Finally, one Yiddish astronaut turns to the other and says, I have a box of matches. Let's light a match. And by lighting a match, we'll be able to see in the dark and see if anyone's really there. The other one says, what a great idea. So, takes out the box of matches, is about to strike. Suddenly 3 Martians run out and they say, no, stop. And they think to themselves, what's going on Mars? Are there pools of gas here? Is the atmosphere combustible? What's stopping? And they say, probably nothing. They're about to strike and they say, no, stop. And they turn to the Martians and they say, why are we stopping? And they said, how could you light a match? It's Shabbos. So the Martians were already keeping Shabbos before the Yidden arrived there. But we actually did get a first-hand glance to see last night as NASA, as science, as man, took another step forward with another successful landing of a land rover on the Mars surface, able to send back much information, searching for, as David Bowie would ask and say, is there really life on Mars? You see? A British reference. Look at that. Unbelievable. Now, when I saw that footage coming through, the first thing that went through my mind was, I wonder if this is a test. I wonder if Hashem is testing us after all. We, with our great scientific advancements, with our massive intellect and our massive modern technological steps forward through the years and certainly in our time, we were brought to our knees. We were reminded of who is the boss and who is not the boss this past year, when a microscopic virus was all it took to completely wreck and completely destroy all of our senses of power, all of our senses of might, brought to the ground. And it reminded us that Hashem is really the boss. But, thank God, the vaccine has been discovered. And thank God, we've taken small steps towards the road of recovery. Hopefully, most of you who are on with us at this time have already received at least one of your vaccinations. And perhaps, at this point in time, we're beginning to think, actually, yeah, a virus got us once, but we are human. We are the human race. We are mankind. And we can even conquer the heavens. Send to Mars a Land Rover that's able to break through the atmosphere and once again take man on a journey where it hasn't been before. Maybe Hashem is testing us, saying, Will you remember that I'm the one who controls the world, or how quickly will you forget once again, and God forbid, will we need to receive another reminder? That's the first thing that kind of entered my mind when watching this fantastic achievement of science and technology. But then I thought of something else. Instead of watching the Mars landing, instead I watched NASA's control center as these men and women with their PPE on waited in silence and trepidation and anxiety. Would the landing be successful? Because they knew that with all of their efforts, with all of their intentions, you could only push things so far. And then it stops being in our hands. And the name of the Land Rover, I think, is very, very apropos. It's called Perseverance. And this is that special partnership which Hashem asks of us. Hashem has not brought us into the world to look heavenward and say, God, take care of life for us. Rather, Hashem says, will we rise up? Will we work hard? Will we build? But always remember that it is Hashem carrying us. And that is exactly what the next 5 sidrot of the book of Shemot is all about. Why do we care so much about amassing all the parts to build the Mishkan, to build the tabernacle? Why do we care so much to know how it's assembled? All we need to say is 2 verses. Hashem told us to do it, and we did it. And then we get on to the rest of the story, what we do there. That's what's important. Why is the building, the construction, so incredibly integral? And the answer is because Hashem wants us to be builders. He wants us to persevere. He wants us to have the drive. He wants us to shape things, but to always remember that we're doing it with Hashem's help and with the intentions of doing good with that which Hashem gives us. So I think it's very, very appropriate that we can use what NASA has achieved as a bit of a motivation in our own lives of what we want to continue building. That with Hashem's help, there's absolutely that the sky is not even the limit, but is only remembering with humility. It's through Hashem we have strength. It is through the Almighty that we're able to achieve. Just a thought, specifically when we discuss Amalek, who denied and blotted out the image of God. It is all us. Well, we are Jewish people, and for us, it is always the Almighty. And with the Almighty, we can be successful, we can be triumphant. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.